we've got all our wood delivered. Time to make a start on our chicken coop. I've brought some parts down to our chicken field. Some half down, still quite a lot on the driveway. I've also brought a few tools and a few more bits of studding. I've also started to dig a few holes, which is where our chicken coop's going to be. It's going to be up off the ground, so there'll be posts underneath it. Time to make a start. Base for the coop is going pretty well. Got the 4 corner posts in, 2 in the centre to go. I have notched a bit out of the posts so as it sits on it, plus fixed in, just make it a wee bit stronger. Once I get the middle 2 posts in, I shall fill the holes in. I have some screws into the bottoms of the posts, put some stones in around it and some cement or concrete, and that will strengthen it all up. Last bucket of cement for the base, and I'm glad because I've made a right mess of it. That's all the posts I cemented in. I can leave them to dry overnight, then continue on. I think I've got cement in my eyes all over me. Definitely need to get cleaned up. Good thing you stayed out of it, Bailey. This morning I've been down and treated the frame for the chicken coop. I've also treated the underneath of the floor, and I'm about to flip it over and screw it in. Once it's all screwed in, I'll treat the top and around the edges a couple of times just to give it a good seal. The sizes of the base, I have just made them to the size of this sheet of OSB because that was just easier. I have cut and screwed up this little sidewall. Try and work out the size of the rest of it. I have just screwed a temporary full length on in the middle, but I'm going to make the opposite sidewall first. Screw it up temporary and then try and work out the pitch using this piece. dug 2 more holes, one there, one there, because there'll be 2 posts to support this end of the roof to give it good cover in the winter from the rain. So we're going to cut all the rafters, the ridge, probably put them up today and put these front 2 posts in. Our chicken coop is going to be pretty big for the amount of chickens that we're going to get, but it means there's plenty of room for the future to get more. Along this front side here, there's going to be a chicken door somewhere. Not completely decided where yet. On this end, there's going to be some nesting boxes. Probably 3 would be plenty. The back side is going to be an access door to get in. And on this side, I'm going to have a hatch that I can lift up, so as I can brush out the floor, a lot easier to clean it out. Also this side on the inside, there will be some perches for the chickens to sleep on. So that's why that hatch is going to be underneath them. Also an overhang at the back. Give it plenty of protection. What do you think, Bailey? Good? Yeah. Now I got the ridges, well the ridge, 2 wall plates marked out. I've got all the rafters cut and I'm ready to start putting them up. We've been trying to work out how many tiles it will be for our chicken coop roof, chicken coop and run.
I'm very impressed with how much Will has built for it so far, but from the plan on the page to the reality, it seems so much bigger. And I was thinking, oh, I'll just clean up some tiles today, that'll be enough. Enough to do the roof. But I've done a bit of a calculation, and I think it might be 260 roof tiles that we need for the chicken coop, which sounds a bit crazy.
It sounds loads.
A bit gobsmacked, really, by that idea. When you compare it to the kitchen roof that we've done,
Just there.
it's there's size difference actually isn't that much, or is it?
No.
Because we want it to come halfway across the run as well, the roof, so they've got plenty of shade. So yeah, today I'm going to go tile hunting, and you're going to continue working, aren't you?
Yeah, continue working on the coop and the run.
Well, we're powered by coffee, and it's going to be a lovely day. So
lots of coffee, lots of sun, lots of roof tiles.
oh, the tiles. So I've made a start with getting the materials together, the roof tiles. I will show you. It's not the easiest thing to do because we're using roof tiles that are old and have been used before. Our neighbours told us that they are actually about 100 years old, these roof tiles, which is crazy. So I'm digging them out from the bank beside the driveway. I have 96 roof tiles out already, and I've sorted through them, just discarding the broken ones because we've learnt from last year not to clean ones that we can't use. So these and these are all broken, and these are also broken. Next step is to get in deeper. So I've put some proper shoes on and some gloves, and I'm going to have to cut back all this spiky bush, which isn't a bad thing anyway, but right in there, I'm not sure if you can see, there are more piles of roof tiles. So I'm really hoping there's going to be enough. 260 obviously is a lot more than what I thought, but if we can reuse these roof tiles, then it's a win-win. It's a good roof material and it's free. Right, time to clear it back and get in there and see what we've got.
Dani is up collecting some roof tiles at the minute for our chicken coop, and I'm just down doing a bit more work on the coop itself. I have a frame made for the door. It'll still need cladded, and around this side I have board cut, which will be the access for cleaning the bottom once we need it. A lot easier just to brush everything out into a wheelbarrow. The next part is this end. We're going to make some external nesting boxes. I'm going to have 3 on a row with a hinged roof at the outside so as we can collect the eggs. So about to start cutting some bits up for that. Might not look much different from this morning, but I've gotten a good bit done. I'll just show you around. I do have the roof planned out, and I have some parts cut. I'm ready to go. I have just finished concreting in these end two posts, so that will make the roof a lot steadier. On the actual coop, I have a wee stud in. I'm going to have a window at the front. I've also got the bottom boards on of the cladding right around. We have our nesting boxes. The roof still needs a little bit of work, but it'll be done after it's all cladded. 3 nesting boxes inside. And the bottom 2 boards on this side. Door frame again needs more work, but the frame's made and it's on temporary. Also going to have a window in the center of the door.
So I'm up on the verge at the side of the driveway, and I've made a real mess of the driveway with all the broom and spiky bushes that I've cut back. These are all broken tiles, as are these, but I've managed to salvage 260 tiles. Whew. And it didn't cost a penny, just a day's work. But it's quite good to get this area cleared up as well, so pretty happy. So what I'm doing now is cleaning all the tiles, reluctantly. I've moved about half of them down from the driveway down to here beside the hose and tap, cleaning them, putting them into the wheelbarrow, bringing them down to the chicken field, which is just past the metal shed there, and stacking them. Will is cladding the chicken coop. It's looking really good. This is a horrible job, to be honest. Just lifting tiles, washing tiles, not the most exciting, and quite hard work because it's so hot, but worth it to get this coop finished and finally get some chickens. Really, really excited for it.
I got all of the cladding on basically. A few wee trims to do just. Happy with how it's turning out. Looking more like a building now. I am just about to start putting the cladding on the door and the wee roof for the nesting boxes and the hatch to go on the other side. So get all the cladding on them, then I can screw them back on again. I'm about to put the membrane on the roof of the chicken coop, just keep the rain out. A few buttons on after it to hold the membrane down, and after that we're ready for the tiles.
Time to get some tiles on the roof. because we're using the old tiles that are like 100 years old, we have the same problem as we did with our kitchen roof, in that they're all different shapes and sizes, so it's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, just trying to find the right ones to fit in. But it's a pretty good start, and I'm really pleased with how the chicken coop's looking. It's really pretty, and I just love the oak tree up above it. It's a really big tree, that one, and you can look down from the terrace above onto the chicken house. We of course have the other side of the roof to do as well, but for now this is looking pretty good.
For the very last row, there is some smaller cut bits like this really little bit. We are going to be putting a capping piece over it, but we don't want them falling off or blowing off, so just going to put a little screw in each end one.
Through to the
so
lath.
I'm going to try and get it in the lath, but then underneath the tile that's going on next.
Ah.
So it overlaps. It's going to be in here.
Yeah.
And that will overlap so there's no water will get through. Thank you. Need to make sure not to over tighten it. We've got the apprentice on the tools, ready to go. Don't be messing this up.
Pressure's on.
There we go. A little bit jumpy. Good job.
Is this the straightest bit you've ever seen in your life?
Definitely. Definitely shouldn't have been doing it with your toes out. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect.
Yay! Yay!
What are you picking there?
I'm picking a fig. It's the first time I've ever been to a farm and picked anything. Look,
Delicious, aren't they?
they're gorgeous. I had them for my breakfast.
Sticky.
Right, would you like me to do the rest?
Yeah, you do the rest.
I'll have to stand up to do. This is great. Oh, come on, please.
So we are heading down to the chicken coop this morning to crack on, because we really need to get it finished, because next week we have volunteered to give a home to a very handsome rooster named Ollie,
He's very nice looking.
and we are so excited. So we've got 2 more posts to go in.
2 posts to go in, fencing to go right around, and a little fencing roof over the extended run.
So it's super duper secure.
Yeah,
Chickens will be locked up like they're in Fort Knox.
they will.
And first thing I'm going to do, while Will goes and fetches some posts, which are eucalyptus posts from eucalyptus trees, which we want to be cutting down anyway, so we can reuse it's really strong wood, the eucalyptus, so if we can reuse the cut down eucalyptus trees for posts for the chicken coop, even better. So Will has went to fetch some of the posts, and I'm going to dig the big holes for the posts. is vector patch door.
We are getting on very well with our chicken coop. Not too much to do. Just working on the run this morning. We have our fencing to go up and a doorway to go at the end of the run. I'm going to reuse this door. The glass we will change to mesh because there is no roof over it. I painted a nice colour. It is from our kitchen, our old kitchen. Just using this door because it already has a frame, hinges and a lock on it.
Just mixed up some peachy coloured paint to do the trims, just for a little bit of contrast.
We are just about to start putting some of our fencing up.
How's it going down there?
Good.
The fencing is really strong. I'm trying to talk here.
Sorry.
The fencing is really strong as we've found it very difficult to bend, but for a bit of added security we're going to put some finer chicken wire along the bottom of the coop. And then there's just a couple of bits to patch in at the top with the offcuts. The coop is looking so good. I kind of want to live in here.
So does Bailey.
And you? Or just me and Bailey?
I come and visit. I have tightened all the fencing and put some of the broken tiles in around the trench. I shall pour some of the cement that I've mixed up into the posts, and that will just strengthen them all up. And then as that's drying, I shall continue on tightening the fence right around the bottoms, and then I can start filling the trench in. Next, I am going to put our little chicken door just in the coop behind me. After that, our big door on the end of our run. And I'm just going to screw little steps on for them.
Today is...
Chicken day!
Yeah! We have a few final bits to do to the coop before we pick up our chickens this afternoon. We're picking up the hens, the ladies, today, and Mr. Ollie is joining us tomorrow. So what we need to do is get some bedding down and get the netting on over the roof, just so the coop is extra super duper secure.